Welcome to a new episode of Learn English with Story, where powerful stories help you speak English with confidence. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a new episode. Grab your headphones, relax, and let's dive into today's journey in English.
When I first landed in France, I thought I was ready. I'd studied French, made a plan, even dreamed about walking along the Seine. But plans change, and sometimes getting lost is the first step to finding yourself. My name is Alex. I'm from California. I've always loved traveling, but this was my first time overseas, alone. Why France? Because of the food, the history, and the romance. I couldn't help it. I landed in Paris on a rainy Monday. It was cold and gray outside, but my heart was racing with excitement. This was it. I had a plan. Find a place to stay, get a part-time job, and explore. Simple, right? Well, not quite. I stepped off the train and into the madness of the city. Huge station, people rushing, loud announcements, fast French everywhere. I reached for my phone. No internet. I'd forgotten to buy a SIM card. Okay, no big deal. I could ask someone. I walked up to a man near the exit. "Excuse me, do you speak English?" He looked at me like I'd asked him to juggle fire. "No," he said quickly, and walked off. Nice. I tried a few others. Nothing. Just blank stares or polite shrugs. Finally, a woman pointed to a sign that said, "Information." I followed it. The woman at the booth smiled. "Hello." I smiled back. "Hi, I need help finding this address." I showed her my phone. She frowned. "Sorry, I don't speak English." No English. Again. I was stuck. No internet, no French, no directions. I looked around at the moving crowd and whispered to myself, "Okay, Alex, stay calm. You'll figure this out." I wandered the station like a ghost. Through cafes, bakeries, even a gift shop with dancing Eiffel Tower magnets. I wasn't hungry. I was lost. Then I spotted a group of teens. One of them, a girl with a bright red scarf, noticed me. "Hello," she asked. I lit up. "Yes, please. I'm trying to find this address." She looked at my phone and nodded. "That's near Montmartre," she said. "But you're at Gare du Nord. You need the subway." Oh, right. That's what she meant by metro. She explained the route step by step, slowly, patiently. Even drew me a little map. "Thank you so much," I said. "You're welcome," she grinned and waved goodbye. The subway was noisy, packed, and smelled like old metal. But I made it. Got off at my stop, found the street, walked block by block. Finally, the building. I rang the bell. A voice came through. "Yes?" "Hi, I'm Alex. I have the Airbnb reservation." Silence. No buzz. No welcome. Just silence. I waited. Then a woman came out with a little dog. She looked at me confused. "You are Alex?" she asked in broken English. "Yes," I nearly shouted. "Oh, sorry, I forgot," she said. "Come inside." She introduced herself as Sophie, led me upstairs, handed me the key. "If you need anything, knock next door." "Thanks a lot," I breathed. As soon as I closed the door, I dropped my bag, collapsed on the bed, and stared at the ceiling. I had made it. Lost, confused, cold, but I was here. And somehow, that felt like victory. Next morning, sunlight, coffee, quiet streets. I sat by the window, watching people walk by. Paris in the morning was nothing like the chaos of the day before. I put on my shoes and headed out to explore. I had no destination, just a feeling. I passed murals on walls, old bookstores, and musicians playing near fountains. Eventually, hunger won. I stepped into a cafe. "Hello," I said to the waiter. "Hello," he replied. "I'd like a croissant and a coffee, please." He smiled. "Very good." I sat outside, watching the street, proud, just for ordering breakfast. Later that day, I saw the Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame, the Seine. I wrote in my journal, took pictures, got lost on purpose. Paris was starting to feel less like a mystery and more like a map I was learning to read. A few weeks in, I joined a language exchange. That's where I met Julian. He was learning English. I needed help with French. Instant match. He showed me hidden gardens, old record stores, cozy spots only locals knew. We laughed a lot, cooked dinners, watched movies with subtitles. Through him, I met artists, students, musicians. I was building a circle. Still, sometimes I felt lonely. I missed my family, my dog, my old routines. But I also felt stronger. Like this challenge was shaping me, making me braver. Money was tight, so I applied to teach English. I got hired at a small language school. First day, chaos. 8-year-olds yelling, jumping, asking if I was a real American. I tried games, songs, funny voices. Slowly, they warmed up. One girl asked, "Do you eat pancakes for dinner?" I laughed. "Sometimes." A boy asked if I'd met a cowboy. "Nope," I said, "but I've seen one at a rodeo." They were amazed. I wasn't just teaching them. They were teaching me patience, creativity, and how to laugh at my own mistakes. I went home tired, but smiling. With savings, I traveled. Lyon, cheese and cobblestone streets. Marseille, ocean breeze and fresh fish. Bordeaux, hostels full of stories and strangers. Each city gave me something. In Lyon, I learned how to slow down. In Marseille, how to let go. In Bordeaux, how to connect. I met a girl from Japan who taught me origami. A Brazilian man who played guitar by the fire. A couple from Italy who cooked pasta and insisted I try everything. France was more than I ever expected. It was many voices, many hearts, and I was part of it now. One evening, Julian and I sat at a cafe. He looked at me suddenly. "I think you've changed," he said. "Really?" "Yeah," he smiled. "You used to be scared of everything. Now you argue with taxi drivers in French." "Do I?" "You belong here now." His words stayed with me. Maybe I didn't belong fully, not yet, but I was close, closer than I ever been. Months later, I stood on the Eiffel Tower, looking over the glowing city. Paris shimmered beneath me. I remembered that lost kid at the train station, so far away now. Now I had a home, a job, friends. I wasn't perfect, still messed up French, still got lost, but I kept going. Every mistake was a step forward, And that was enough. I wasn't just surviving. I was becoming.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Learn English with Story. Let us know your favorite part in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to keep learning with us. See you in the next story.